He opened the venue 19 years ago, thinking of the future with a nod to the past.
Pues se hizo con la idea de perpetuar el nombre de un gran peleador que hubo aquí. Uno de los más técnicos boxeadores que han existido, se llamó Gilberto Román. Y las dos últimas letras de un peleador que no podíamos dejarlo fuera, que fue Daniel Zaragoza. Entonces hicimos una composición de los dos apellidos, Romanza.
Daniel Zaragoza's nephew, Jose Luis, is a former fighter who serves as one of Berestein's lieutenants.
Nacho es muy estricto, es muy cerrado lo que es su trabajo. O sea, un jab se tira así y no hay otra forma de tirar así el jab.
Finta, ¿qué no sabes qué es fintar? Bueno, entonces, ¿para qué te haces güey? Ahora.
Nacho es un entrenador en el cual te dice tienes que hacer eso y lo tienes que hacer. Eso a mí me gusta, eso a mí yo lo disfruto porque a mí no me gusta un entrenador que me esté consintiendo. Al contrario, a mí me gusta un entrenador que me esté presionando a hacer las cosas.
And as Berestein leads Marquez into his third bout with Pacquiao, the trainer has determined the opponent is now a more refined fighter in the ring. A development he feels might actually give Marquez an advantage.
Nos da mucho gusto porque enfrentar a un peleador que tiene muy bien hechos sus golpes es menos difícil que enfrentar a un gato salvaje que en un momento va a hacer un movimiento extraño.
For now, his fighter goes up against sparring partners. Their only resemblance to Manny Pacquiao is that they're all southpaws, and that's enough for Berestein.
Cuando esté acercándose más la pelea va a ser más difícil. A los pobres sparring los lastima mucho. Y a veces no les tira muy fuerte, pero los lastima.
Pacquiao, a él no le gusta que lo ataquen. Entonces nosotros también somos peleadores que usamos la inteligencia, que atacamos, que contragolpeamos, que usamos combinaciones de golpes que yo creo que otros peleadores no lo han hecho. Yo creo que el estilo que tenemos nosotros se le dificulta a él.
The collaboration between Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach has long been celebrated as the premier partnership in boxing. But for the last 3 years, Alex Ariza has also played a crucial role in that success.
Freddie Roach has given me the responsibility and his trust to do something, to do a job, and making sure at the end of the day that our hand is raised. And I think for me, that's the most important part.
Jorge Linares' loss actually underscored the success Ariza and Roach have had together. Previously, Pacquiao and 3 other fighters had combined for 16 consecutive victories under their watch.
Any strength and conditioning coach in the world would love to be in my position. Just to be working with Manny Pacquiao, the best fighter in the world, but I'm also the best trainer in the world.
The association began in 2008, in the weeks following Pacquiao's second fight with Juan Manuel Marquez, a night when the boxer felt his body beginning to betray him.
You know, I tell you, after the fight, what I feel is my legs cramping on that fight. I don't know why. After the fight, I'm looking for a good conditioning coach. That's why I hired Alex Ariza.
Go, come on. I explained to him, if you want to take yourself to the next level, you just can't. You have to do things differently. You can't do the same things over and over again. When Freddie finally gave me the job of training Manny, he just said, I only have one request. Don't his speed.
The move paid immediate dividends, as Pacquiao began a steady march up in weight, dominating a series of larger opponents along the way. The results have made Ariza an indispensable member of Team Pacquiao, alongside Roach and close friend Uboy Fernandez.
Naging bagay sa Alex Ariza kasi yung sa conditioning, yung kumbaga paano niya dinidevelop yung mga muscles. Although nakaya namin, pero iba talaga yung taong marunong sa yung sa ginagawa niya talaga.
She just said, listen, bro, my leg was cramped up, otherwise I would have knocked you out. Okay? Twice. You know, first starting with Manny, he was a good fighter and he was a good athlete. There you go. Footwork, speed. Now he's a complete athlete. He's just more dynamic. Come on, fight! Come on now, quick!
Alex is very good at what he does. He is a big plus for Manny Pacquiao. The combination works very well.
And as November 12th approaches, Ariza is confident the work he's done with Pacquiao will ensure an irrefutable outcome this time against Marquez.
Those last two fights were too close, but now he's a whole completely different person. I just don't see Marquez as having any kind of shot, aside from divine intervention. I would be surprised if this thing goes 3 rounds.
In Mexico City traffic, the drive is close to an hour. From Romanza gym to a television studio on the northern outskirts of town. Once a week after training, Juan Manuel Marquez reports for work here at ESPN Deportes.
¿Escuchas, campeón?
Where he serves as an analyst on the network's boxing news show, Golpe a Golpe, Blow by Blow.
Bienvenidos, esto es Golpe a Golpe. Como cada semana aquí estamos Juan Manuel Márquez, Jorge Eduardo Sánchez.
Dice Freddy Roach, Juan, que si el combate fuera mañana, él está listo.
Sí, yo creo que él está listo, yo también. Si quieren que mañana sea adelante.
Gracias a Juan Manuel Márquez. Esto es todo.
It is his final appearance on the show before the Pacquiao fight. Afterwards, he heads out for a dinner date, a not-so-traditional Mexican meal with his family.
¿Sabes cómo le gusta? El puro cuadro de arroz, queso Filadelfia, aguacate y ajonjolí, nada más.
Lo que pasa es que el álvaro.
Yo creo que tener el apoyo de ella y de mis hijos es muy importante. Mi hijo el más grande se llama Aldo Manuel, 13 años. Mi hijo del medio de 6 años, Juan Emilio. Y mi hija, la más chica, se llama Alison Natalia, de 4. Ahorita que estoy entrenando fuerte, no los gozo del todo porque ya llego muy cansado. Ya cuando llego a casa ya ellos posiblemente ya están durmiendo. Entonces ya no los veo y no los disfruto como debe de ser. Pero ya llegando de la pelea es el momento indicado para disfrutarlos.
They all go to bed soon after arriving home. But just a few hours later, as his family sleeps, Marquez rises to begin another day of training at 5 a.m.
Siempre he sido un deportista que toma las cosas muy en serio, que se mete en lo que está haciendo, y soy un deportista que no le gusta perder. Y yo creo que eso me mantiene en la competitividad y me mantiene todavía en ese deporte.
Time can be a curious factor in the lives of fighters. While careers can last decades, legacies are generated by just a handful of nights over that span. 7 years have passed since Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez first exchanged blows in the ring. And 3 years since they last touched gloves, separated by just a few numbers on the scorecards. Now, suddenly, just 3 weeks remain, until one more night in the ring again puts their legacies up for review.
I'm confident in myself, but I'm not underestimating him.
Lo importante de esta pelea es que él me conoce, que yo lo conozco. Aquí todo está por medio arriba del ring. Para que sean grandes peleas tienen que ser violentas.
Another close decision is not going to be satisfying to me. I want Manny to knock this guy out and shut him out. Close the book on this.
Part 2 of 24/7 Pacquiao Marquez premieres next Saturday night at 10. And don't miss the third fight of the classic trilogy, Pacquiao Marquez 3, Saturday, November 12th, live on HBO pay-per-view. November 5th, Boxing After Dark returns with an all-action fight between Alfredo Angulo and James Kirkman.